Welcome everyone into this best of 7 between Daniel and Valas. And if you notice, we are speeding up a little bit. We're about 5 minutes behind live time, and I don't want the fourth or fifth games to get out ahead of me so far that I can't grab them live. Because if I can't grab them live, I do have trouble getting hold of the recordings for whatever reason. I would be able to download them from the player profiles, but I'm just gonna run this a little bit faster as we see Daniel versus Valas. Daniel here in the yellow playing against the Huns on Kawasan, a great civ on the map, as playing up against the Franks, who are really a dominant civ on this map with their berry bonus. Franks looking for that center control, the Huns really good hybrid maps. Civilization is Daniel already going out and docking. Valas not so much worried about that as really locking down the land control. Military 7 to 8, both players just going into scouts, fighting against each other, and you can see these Frank scouts with their 54 HP have a bit of an advantage over the Hun scouts in early feudal. They're hard to click on with only their 45. However, once Bloodlines comes in, now you can see that these scouts, wherever they got off to, is up to 65 versus the 54. Now, a couple villagers dropping there for Daniel. Valas, getting some nice vill picks, but losing another couple scouts, 2 scouts, 3 villagers, Eco KD 3-0 for Valas. And Daniel getting into the back of Valas' base, but no villager picks to be found. So Valas really having a little bit, now villager kill. Valas, I was going to say, having the better of this one, but now Daniel coming back on it. And the villager number is ahead for Daniel with the fishing eco. Valas also, though, with the fishing eco. Down here, starting the fishing eco. And Daniel, with the dock, he's going to need to, what is it? Hold on. Sorry. Control, right click. Whatever, I don't know. Does see that and making 2 docks. And the pressure really in on Valas, with Daniel having more units in Valas' base than Valas does. Daniel looking to end this one in Feudal Age, it looks like, in this aggression. Daniel's known for this, just relentless pressure. Plays very aggressively. Just putting on the archers here now, too. Forcing the wood off the wood line. Daniel looking to take a commanding 3-0 lead, and Valas saying, no, I can't have that happen. Not in such an important set, and we are caught up to live time now. Wow. And Daniel putting on the pressure here in this game here in Kawasan. Valas is just so far behind. 8 villagers and 9 military behind. The army for Daniel wandering around inside of Valas' base. Going to take a massive fight here, an absolutely massive fight. And Daniel coming out ahead in that fight, even with, I would say not necessarily, yes, I would say ahead because he just has that extra numbers, that buffer. Daniel with full control of the water. Daniel holding control of the land, although Valas able to push him out of his base for now and try to wall it up and secure his base. But Daniel just runs around the backside, says, nope, I'm going to kill that farm. Oh, it didn't kill the farm. It's got too much HP. Runs back into another wood line. Villagers fight back, killing the scout and forcing them to run away. That's what you can do if you unite against those in power over you. You can push them back. Strength in numbers. All right, people. Peasants can rebel. Sorry about that. That got a little odd. Anyway, the scouts and the archers pressuring the front as Valas just holding on. I don't know what his game plan is at this point. I think his game plan right now is to stop bleeding villagers. Just stop dying. As Daniel continues on with a full commitment in feudal. I don't think Valas saw this full feudal coming. And it's really paying off for Daniel, who is just pushing so hard. Has cleared up the water completely, and a villager here just confused. She's just trying to fish, but there are ships shooting fire out of their bows, and she's forced. Well, she doesn't run away. She just obeys her master's command and dies. And really odd to see such a commitment here. Well, I guess it makes sense when you have scouts inside and outside. I think now is when you let up the pressure and go to Castle Age. As Valis is on the way to Castle Age, Daniel still creating a few scouts. Oh, he's back in, though. Back in. I didn't know that he was going to get back in. He's back in. Valis has this little corner of his base protected. That is all. And even quick walling that up. This pressure's insane. But this would have been a GG. Long ago had this been a ranked game. Or had this been the first game in the series. But Valis is down 2-0-2. Daniel. Valis knows, if I'm down this much to my opponent in a best of 7, if I get down 0-3 in a best of 7, it's unlikely I'm ever coming back. So I've got to win this game. Rushing up this tower and to just control this little area of his base. As Daniel has every other part of his base in command. Now on the way to Castle Age is Daniel. So, the question, what can Valis do with 2 minutes? 2 minutes, that's a fair amount of time. Daniel's behind so much. I think he's going to have to try to buy a bunch of knights and push out. Okay, the knight production has started. 7 archers, but the total numbers you're looking at are 15 archers. And 8 scouts and 5 spearmen. Against 3 spearmen, 2 archers, and 2 knights. Daniel, backing away, so it's okay. Okay. Alright. You have 2 knights. I will back away. Valis is thinking, if I can get control of the middle, there's a chance. The 3 spearmen coming in for the raid, and these spearmen not going to find a single villager kill. Unless Daniel is just absolutely not paying attention. Because spearmen are not very strong. Not very strong at all. And with this many scouts, this is going to be a light cav crossbow play. And pike. Light cav crossbow pike just to finish it off. I think that's Daniel's play, is just upgrade everything and try to just get the resign in for Valis. Lock him in his base and say, no, I have this game. You get back. Let's start again. Okay, so Castle Age is in for Daniel. What's Valis going to do? Daniel continues to run under the TC with these scouts. I don't love that. You have 13 scouts. Make them light cav. 12 scouts. No light cav coming in. No crossbow. No bodkin. Nothing's coming in for Daniel. At all. Nothing at all. Night switch. It's just going into a night switch. There's crossbow. Bodkin. Would love to see still with 11 scouts. And Valis calls the GG. Alright, Valis is just no, there's just no way I can win from here. Valis calls the GG. It's 3-0 for Daniel. He's looking unbelievable going into the set. I would have called Valis the favorite. How wrong I would have been. Well, we got to get into the next game. This is wild. I cannot believe just how fast. Okay, that's what he was doing. He was dropping town centers. Just taking no chances dropping the town centers. It was Daniel. I can't believe how strong he looks right now. Daniel is looking unbeatable against Valis. That game wasn't even close. I think the full feudal just caught Valis completely off guard. Thanks for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed this quick little game between these two players. We will see you in the next game, game number 4, this best of 7 Red Bull qualifier. Whoever wins this does get a trip to Heidelberg, so we'll see you in the next game. Hope you enjoyed.